make it so out of harmony if he came and criticized me. He could make me not. Now, see, I was going to go out and get us some dinner. But since you told me how stupid I was for burning the pot, nigga, I can go to bed hungry. You the one can't go to bed hungry. You the one going to be, ooh. You the one can't. I've been there. Because as mothers, we have taught ourselves. Because as mothers, you could be hungry and fix yourself a grilled cheese sandwich with some apples and your children would come in there and pick up both slices of the sandwich like it ain't yours and will eat it right in your face and then come back and get the apples and the grapes because they don't think mama need to eat. And so we have learned how not to eat. Oh, I know. I used to go and eat. Oh, mom. And my mama used to say this, and I used to just ignore it. But she say, oh, I can't have nothing. And so I found myself as a mother saying the same thing with my kids. I was like, ooh, when I'm around y'all, I can't have nothing. I drink Starbucks. They come pick up my cup, and they don't even save you none. They don't save you none. You fried chicken, and before you can even fix your plate, they done been back in the kitchen 3 times. Do y'all know what, mama? I got to eat too. So we have figured out how to nibble while we eating, because it might not be there when we get down to sit down. So they can't go to bed hungry. So if you criticize her, you're going to get the reverse response. But if you come in there and rub her back and say, babe, ooh, girl, you burned some nails. Okay, I know you're tired. Okay, let's just get the smoke out the kitchen. And if you respond that way, she'll respond and take care of you. But if you criticize her, how many know I'm telling the truth? She going to shut down. She going to shut down and you ain't getting nothing. And she ain't cooking tomorrow. No, she ain't cooking tomorrow. You done messed that up, partner, for the whole week. And then he get on the phone Sunday because you usually cook Sunday dinner. He get on the phone and call his mama, mama, what you cook? That's right, Negro, you better call your mama. Because I ain't cooking. And you better bring me a plate back. Because I ain't going over to your mama's house. But you better bring me a plate back. Because she's still mad at you for marrying her son. You know, them mother-in-laws a trip, baby. It's a blessing to find a good one. Ooh, it's a blessing to find a good one, baby, because them mother-in-laws. Shakespeare wrote about mother-in-laws. Go look it up. He wrote about mother-in-laws. He said, I would rather be in the cage with an angry lion to be in the room with my mother-in-law. So this ain't just came on the scene. Mother-in-law's been popping since the 1400s. Okay, look at this. We still in Ephesians 5:22. Okay, we're at 5:24 now. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, look at that. The church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in what? Oh, swallow it, baby, swallow it. Everything. But he has to be running the house like Christ run the church. Now, you can't have a Nabal and submit to everything he say. Who is Nabal? He was the foolish man that Abigail had to come save. Because, let me tell you about Nabal real quick, because some of us are married to Nabals. Let me help you with Nabal. Nabal was out on the backside of the field tending sheep, had a harvest and a farm, and David sent his men down and said, hey, y'all send the king an offering, because if it wasn't for the king, you wouldn't have what you have. Nabal flat-footed said, I ain't giving David. Who is David? I ain't giving David. He said, who is King David? I ain't giving David nothing. So the word got back to David, what Nabal said. David got an army of 400 men. Can you imagine 400 men coming after one? David was mad. David got an army of 400 men, pastor, and said, go kill him. Don't just kill him, kill his wife. Kill his wife and his children. Destroy all of his livestock. Destroy his produce. Kill everything. Wipe Nabal and his family off the earth. Abigail got word that David was on the way to kill him. Abigail got sheep, cattle, food, baskets, bread, and ran and met David 400 men at the top of the hill. She said, please excuse my husband, for he is a fool. Don't kill me and my family. And because she gave that sacrificial offering, Missionary Williams. David saved her family. So what you saying? You can't follow a fool in everything. Some things you got to stand up and say, no, that wasn't from God. That wasn't from God. You ain't right, and I'm finna override you. And you can be mad for a month. But what I'm about to do is gonna save our house. You can be married to somebody that don't want to tithe. I've been there. I was married to a man that didn't believe in giving no money to the church. Didn't stop me from tithing. No. I got paid. I paid God. Because if the curse going to hit this house, it's going to save Rahab. It's going to save me and my family. When you do right by God, God will save you. He might destroy everything else around you, but he'll make sure you get out. Don't follow a fool. You know God. You know his voice. You know what you are obligated to do in his house. And don't make them, and let me tell you, when I was married to my ex-husband, I cooked his food, I fixed his plate, I put it in the microwave, I cleaned the house, I did everything I needed to do because I didn't need him to think church was the reason why I couldn't handle my wifely duties. When you slack on your wifely duties, the first thing come out of his mouth is that church. When you slack on being a wife to him, the first thing he want to cut out is going to church, tithing, doing everything with the church. So what do? You got to do double time just to keep your relationship with God. God either going to save him, kill him, or make you get a divorce. Now, my prayer is, Lord, don't kill him. Save him. But if you got to kill him, make me a widow. Give me a check. I mean it. I need all the pension payable to Tonya. No, tell the truth. The hell you go through, you deserve reward. What has happened is we don't believe we deserve reward. No, you get paid for the stuff you suffer. Job said, I got double for all of my suffering. When you go through hell and you stay faithful to God, God got a reward for you. And the sad thing about it is most of our hell comes from our home. It's not our job. We know half of them unsaved and unclean Philistines. We know they devils. But when you come home to that tongue talking, saved, cross wearing, pew jumping, lap running, Bible toting saint that can't speak to you, don't love you, mistreat you, that's when you want to go to war. David said, I looked around my house and found out the people I was fighting for are now fighting against me. The worst fight is to look up the people you was protecting are now fighting against you. Negro, if you knew how I prayed for you, you wouldn't be calling me that word that rhymes with a witch. You would be, you would be worshiping me. Because it's because of me that made God stay his hand. If it wasn't for me in this house, that storm, that tornado, that hurricane, you would have got killed on the job. But because of me, God saved my house. And so they need to honor who you are in God and not disrespect who you are. But you got to be consistent. I mean, sometimes I was crying and cooking dinner because I already knew it wouldn't